So, you're thinking about starting a credit repair business. Most people want to do it because they genuinely want to help people get to a better state with their credit and in their finances. But a lot of people also want to do it because they just want to make a quick buck and they're kind of doing it as a side hustle. But can you do both? And I don't mean making money to take advantage of people while helping people. I mean being able to just make money and make a living while quitting your job or whatever the case may be, and still helping people in a legitimate way to get to a better place financially and with their credit. We're going to talk about that coming up. So you want to start or grow your credit repair company. That's great. It's one of the best ways to help people reach new financial heights they thought they couldn't reach while making more money than you make at your 9 to 5. But let me ask you a few questions. Is your customer intake process easy and seamless for customers and you? What's your plan to stay compliant with CROA laws in your state and others if you plan to do business in other states? Do you have a dispute process that's so easy you don't even have to think twice about what to do for any account in any round for a client? Also, how do you plan to accept credit cards since you can't use PayPal, Stripe, and Square in the credit repair industry? If you need help finding the solutions to answer these questions, I got you. I'm now taking enrollees into my credit repair business coaching program that starts the week of May 31st. Check out the link below if you want more details and to enroll, but hurry. Early bird pricing ends May 8 at midnight and the price will increase every week from there. I look forward to helping you grow your business without making the mistakes I had to learn years ago. What's good, everybody? Will Frazier here, your credit and business expert, here bringing you the tips you need to get your credit back on track and also business strategies and ways to get your business funded. And today we're talking about starting a credit repair business and everything you need to think about when going into the industry. Some things you need to think about is how much are you going to charge, where you're going to get a website done, do you need certifications or licenses to actually operate wherever you're going to operate at, how can you stay compliant with the laws that regulate credit repair, and there are plenty more things than that. But for this video, we're going to narrow it down to about 4 things that you really need to do to get started in this business, and while getting started with this, also being able to be profitable and help people at the same time. Now, the very first thing that you want to be aware of that you need to be working on is going to be learning the CROA laws in your state. Now, CROA, that's C-R-O-A. And that stands for Credit Repair Organizations Act. Now, these laws exist out there on a federal level, but also on a state level. So federally, they pretty much set the floor for everything that a credit repair organization needs to do in order to operate as a credit repair business, the legal ways to be able to charge people, as well as things you can and cannot do while operating your business. Now, when you look at the state CROA laws, those are going to be more strict, or they're going to add restrictions to whatever the floor was in regards to the federal laws that are under CROA. Now, in different states, they may not call it CROA laws, they might call it something a little bit different, but if you search CROA laws in your state, then you will get the proper information to pop up on Google to tell you what the requirements are for your state. Now, in some states, it may say that you need to have a license, in some it may say you need to have a bond, in some it may say you need to have both. Some states don't have any requirements at all, and some states, well, only one state says that it's illegal to do credit repair, and that is actually Georgia. But either way it goes, you need to look up these laws and research them so that you can make sure that you are operating in a compliant way and that you are being legal in everything that you do in regards to your credit repair business. Because I promise you, you don't want to get in trouble with the law by doing the wrong things in your business. Now, the second thing that's going to be very important is, now that you know how to be compliant and make sure that your business is going to operate in a legal way, now you need to know how you can actually have a good product to deliver to the customer. Now, of course, a product in our instance with a credit repair business here is going to be the disputing that you're actually doing for the customer. Anybody that's signing up with you, they really don't want to work on their credit. They really want to get whatever item they need to get, like they need to get a house, they need to get a car, or they want to do something with their business. That's what they really want, but that's more of a marketing tip, and that's going to be for a different video on a different day. But anyway, fixing credit isn't really high up on the bucket list. It's just something that you have to do in order to get the things that you want. So of course, they do want to fix it because they have to fix it, and that's what you're here to help them do. Now, when it comes to trying to work on somebody's credit Everybody's always looking for the silver bullet, the magic letter, or something like that to try to get the job done. But honestly, when you're trying to help someone with their credit, it does take a good bit of effort to try to do so. You do have to be consistent and be able to follow, proper steps in order to get it done. And while you may be going through a whole bunch of YouTube videos and blog sites and looking everywhere that you can to try to get as much free information as you possibly can, I can tell you from 8 years of experience and from going to trainings and going to different conferences and just learning from myself and other people that have been in the industry, you will not find the exact secret sauce that you really need to get good results by finding free information online. Now, you may look up and see some results, or you may have heard of somebody that looked up and did see some results from some free information. That is very possible, but that's usually a person that's trying to work on their credit for themselves. And when you try to apply that free information to masses of people that are coming to you for help, you will soon see that that information will not help you with everybody, and that indeed whoever it was that saw a result from something like that, more than likely it was luck than anything. That is why you have to find a process that will not only be effective in getting results, but that will also be easy enough while you're a solopreneur trying to wear multiple hats. And basically you are the salesperson, you're the customer service person, you're the janitor, you're the accountant. While you're doing all that stuff, you need simple processes in place that's going to help you be able to do all the things that you have to do while still being able to get your customers results, and not having to think so hard every month about, okay, what do I say to this, or what do I do to this, or what do I need to do with this type of account. If you have a simple process that will help you to know what to do in every round, then that will be the best thing that you can do and scale your business and grow more customers, versus being so bogged down with just a few customers that you can't even grow your business. So getting a good process and a scalable, easy to follow process is going to be better for you than trying to always find that silver bullet or magic letter, because I can tell you it does not exist. And that's not just coming from me, that's coming from me and everybody that I know in the industry, even those with bigger companies than me. Now, if you need to find a simple to use process, I do have a course which teaches you how to use the methods that I have used over the 8 years that I have been in business, that have gotten me results for customers. And it's just, as I mentioned, an easy process that will show you what to do no matter what responses you're seeing from the bureaus or what accounts you're dealing with. And you won't have to use much brain power at all to do this, so it cuts down on the time that you spend trying to figure out what to do in your disputes. I'll put a link to that course down in the description. Now, hopefully you found a way to get good results for people while still not racking your brain trying to figure out how to do so every month. Now it's time to actually have a way to put your name out there, put your business out there, so that people can find you. Because if nobody can find you or knows that you exist, then basically you won't be in business for very long. And the beginning stages of any business is going to be sales. So at the beginning stages of every business, sales is the lifeblood of your business. This is what keeps your doors open. This is what keeps the lights paid. This is what gives you money to bring home and put the food on the table. So in the beginning, always be focused on sales, and of course bringing in more customers. And of course, the more people know you exist, the more customers you have, and the more people you get to help. And of course, the very first hub that you need for this is going to be a website. Now, there might be some argument out there about if you really need a website or not. Of course, this is the digital age, and it's only getting more digital as we go along as far as time goes. So a website is still something that is very relevant. Now, there are several different places that you might have found to go out there and actually obtain a website. Some are easy to use, some are more comprehensive. I know you've probably heard of, paying people thousands of dollars for a website, and in the beginning stages while you're getting started, that's probably not going to be something that you're going to want to do. So I'm going to show you real quickly my website, where I got it from, and how easy it was to do. And I can tell you now, it was real easy to put together. I put it together myself. Actually, every website that I've had, I've really put them together myself, and I found easy and non-expensive tools to use in order to do so. Okay, so just for example's sake, this is my website. You can see, that's pretty straightforward, to the point. It has the information that you need there. It has the simple tabs here that takes you to everything that you need to see. So it doesn't have, the fancy animations and stuff like that, but it is, a website that you can get what you need done. It has the information on it that's needed. Most people are gonna come to your about page, your contact me page, and that's usually where they're gonna go. I have a place for my clients here, free trial, my Score IQ, DIY products that I have. So basically all of that information, is here on the website, but this is my website website, this is what it looks like. And what I use for my website is Lead Pages. Now, Lead Pages is going to be something that I've used for quite some time. As you can see, I have a whole bunch of different landing pages with it, but I also use it for websites. So this is good for, you know, a lot of different things, but Lead Pages is where I go to for my website, and actually landing pages that I use for different products or different offerings that I might offer. Now, as you can see right here, this is the pricing for them. They have a free trial for 14 days. So you can check out the free trial for 14 days and see if this is something that you like. And again, you know, like I said, different pricing, you know, as little as $37 a month. You can have a website and you can have multiple unlimited landing pages. What can you use a landing page for? You know, if you have an ebook that you want to sell, if you have a workshop you want to do and you want to put it out there, if you have a course that you want to sell, all of those things usually go on landing pages, especially when you're using Facebook ads or, you know, Google ads. Any type of ads that you want to do, you might use a landing page for. So like I said, this has multiple uses. That's why I've used it for so long. You can pay for it annually or monthly, but really go ahead and try out this free trial so that you can see if it's something that's going to work for you. And I'll put a link to this down in the description, of course. And also, you know, just in case you guys want something a little more comprehensive, there is also another option out there, which is actually a little bit on the newer side. The owner is actually a credit repair company owner, and he created this thing called Ninja Automations. Now, it does have websites attached to it. You have different landing pages. They have funnels that are built in, and they also have a lot of convenience tools where you can text message and make phone calls from within the actual system. It automates a lot of things for you in regards to text messages. You can connect your Facebook and Instagram and your phone number text messages so that you can have them all in one central location. And it's really good for helping you to basically draw in people and have them all coming in one central location from all of those different places to try to simplify your customer acquisition, your sales, your customer intake. This can really help you do a lot. So I would definitely suggest, if you want something a little more comprehensive, you can try out Ninja Automations. And if you guys want more information on this, let me know, and I'll try to get the owner on the channel live so you guys can ask questions and find out more about this as well. But of course, I'm going to have a link to this down in the description. You can check them out and see if this is something that actually might work a little bit better for you. Now let's get back to the other information I need to share with you. Okay, so now that you've seen that website, Lead Pages, what I actually use for my landing pages and for my websites, you can take a look at it and see if it's something that might work for you. I'm going to put the link to them in the description so you can check them out, and then you can see if it worked for you. They actually do have a free trial that you can test it out. So test them out with that free trial and see if it's something that'll work for you. All right, now the fourth thing that you're going to want to do in order to make sure that you are seeing success in the beginning is you want to dominate on a social media website. So with that, there are several different platforms out there. There's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's LinkedIn, and of course there's YouTube, which is where you're at right now. Now, you should be on multiple sites as far as having a profile for your business to make sure that you secure your business name or whatever you want to use on all those different sites, because it is beneficial to have the exact same social media handle on all of these different sites. It makes it easier for customers to find you no matter where you are. But the reason why I say you want to pick one and dominate on it is because it can be a lot to create content for these different platforms, because usually it's going to be, you know, different dimensions for the post that you need to create. It's going to be different text lengths that you can use, and the people that are on those sites usually going to have different intentions depending on the target market that you have, as far as people that you're trying to target or market your services to, because everybody is not your customer. And again, that's a marketing subject for a different time, but basically based off of the type of people that you want to market to, you need to choose what platform you want to go on and send out most of your content on. Me, for instance, I choose YouTube to be the main place that I go to put out all of my content. One, because YouTube actually pays people for posting content. Some of the other sites are starting to do that, but I haven't seen them to be as efficient as YouTube with that. But you also get a lot of opportunities from people reaching out to you to be sponsors on videos as well. So you can actually make money off of doing more than just the customers that you close for credit repair deals. And if you guys want to know more about that, then leave a comment down below so that I can know to try to make some content to kind of give you guys a hint or some ideas on what to do as far as YouTube. But whichever site you pick, make sure that you dominate on it and stay consistent on it, because really to get more customers, of course, you have to be consistent, because if you are inconsistent, it can really lead to, you know, you losing a lot of your following, because most of the time they're going to be, you know, depending on you to put out information. And then of course, that's the second part. You have to make sure that you're putting out good information that's actually useful to the people that need your services. So putting out good content and putting it out consistently, like, and I'm talking about at least 5 days a week, that would probably be the best thing, depending again on what platform you're on. Some require more frequent posts, like if it was Twitter, you know, that would require you posting more frequently and doing that daily as well. And when I say frequently, I mean multiple times in a day. If you're on something like YouTube, you know, you can probably do less days, maybe, you know, 2 or 3 days out the week. But whatever site you pick, you want to learn what's the best practices for posting and using that site and dominate on it, because social media is free traffic that you can bring to your business, and you can funnel people to your website into marketing funnels that can actually help you, you know, sell digital products, convert customers to your business, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. So now that we've went through the 4 main things that you want to focus on first when you were starting your credit repair business, let's talk about some things you can do to make your customers happy. And this is really going to be the important part. Making your customers happy is of course going to help with customer retention, so keeping your customers with you longer. And because the credit repair process can be a long process, make sure that your customers aren't giving up before they get to the part where they actually get to see the good results, because we all know there are no specific timelines that you can tell a person that they're guaranteed to be done. And it actually leads me to my first point. So the first thing we need to talk about in regards to keeping your customers happy is going to be, you know, should it be getting your customers good results? Now look, of course you want to get your customers good results. That's why they signed up with you, so of course that's what you want to deliver to them. But even more important than that is setting the proper expectations up front. Now a lot of times people will sell dreams to people that are trying to sign up for their credit repair services. Usually these are the people that are trying to take advantage of the customers, and they're going to tell the customer whatever they want to hear to get them to pay that money and sign up. Now that is not what you want to do. What you want to do is you want to make sure that these customers understand that credit repair is a process, that it can take time, and the way that it works in regards to trying to get the results that they're trying to seek. Because a lot of times people think that credit repair is working like magic and it's something that's going to get everything off of their credit overnight and stuff like that. So it's really important that you set the expectation, let them know that, you know, that is not how it works, and let them know how it does work, so that you can make sure that that expectation is set properly up front, so that they aren't disappointed when they don't see what they were thinking they were going to see in their mind, which a lot of them might think that they're going to get to a 700 score, you know, in 30 days or 60 days. So make sure you're telling them that that's not how it works, so that you can prevent that customer disappointment later on in the process after they've signed up. Now the second thing that's going to be important is consistent communication. Now consistent communication is very important, because a lot of the people out there that are taking advantage of customers, they have zero communication. The customer signs up, after that they haven't heard anything from them, or they reach out and nobody answers their call, and not only not answer the call, nobody calls them back, and they just don't hear from them. Sometimes they disappear off the face of the earth, the companies that is. So of course that is something that is very bad for the customer, and it's going to leave them with a bad taste in their mouth, and of course that's going to lead to customer disappointment if you're not able to talk to the customers in a timely manner or at all. So communication is going to be very important in making sure that your customers are happy, and along with that, giving them updates at least, you know, on a monthly basis, to let them know what is going on with their credit, you know, where they stand and how things have changed while they've been going through the process. And the third thing that you want to know is you need to understand how credit works in order to make sure, first off, that you can answer customer questions when it comes to credit. Things can work out pretty crazy in regards to people's scores going up and down throughout the process, and even though some things might look like it's a negative action that happened, it's actually a positive that happened. And if you don't understand the credit and the customer doesn't understand how credit works, then that means you won't be able to answer their question, and what's going to happen is they're just going to blame you because you're working on their credit. They saw something that looks negative to them, so they have nothing else to do but to blame you. So if you understand how credit works and that you have to build credit in addition to, you know, trying to do the other things that we're going to be doing with the credit repair part of that, and knowing how if something comes off of a person's credit and the score actually drops, sometimes that can be a good thing because it can mean that they change to a different scorecard within the FICO algorithm, meaning that even though their score dropped, now they're on a different scorecard with a higher range than the previous scorecard, meaning now the score may have dropped down, but now it has the ability to get higher because they've actually hit a new scorecard because of the new makeup of their credit report. Now I know that's a little more technical than some things that are out there, you know, for free on the internet as far as explaining how credit works. Now that is something you want to make sure that you know about so that you can be able to tell customers and guide them through the process without them being scared that they may not get to the results that they were trying to seek. Now, just to summarize everything, and I know we've been through a lot already today, there are 4 things you want to do when you're getting started with the credit repair business. 1, you want to learn the CROA laws in your state at the very least, but of course look up some other laws too in regards to credit repair, like the Fair Credit Reporting Act, Fair Debt Collection Practice Act, and other laws like that. The second thing you want to do is find a quick and easy dispute process that can help you to actually get the customers the good results that they are trying to sign up with you for to achieve their ultimate goal. You want to make sure that you get a website so that people know that you're out there, and you want to dominate on a social media website so that you can make sure that you are getting in front of people for free and giving them good consistent information that will draw them to you. And to keep your clients happy, you want to make sure that you're setting a proper expectation up front so that they know what to expect. You want to make sure you give consistent communication as far as updates and answering their calls. And of course, most importantly, you want to make sure you understand credit so you can answer their questions that they might have about changes that happen with their credit and give them confidence to know that you know what you're doing while you're working on their credit. Now again, I know that was a lot, but hopefully this next video that I send you to will also be helpful to you in regards to figuring out some things as far as the disputing process. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you do like it, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified anytime I put out a new video just like this one. I thank you for sticking around to the end, and I'll see you guys next time.